So every year it's become kind of a tradition to do one of these desk setup tours because my setup is constantly changing and evolving and probably wasting money on things that I don't need. But I feel like it's important to keep your environment fresh and be in a place you want to work in, especially if you're like me and you spend over 8 hours a day at your desk. Speaking of a desk, it's from IKEA and it's called the Carlby. It's in walnut and it's actually not even a desk. It's a countertop that I had to drill holes at the bottom of and connect the standing desk legs to. The standing desk legs are from FlexiSpot. The desk itself, I've had it for about over a year and I absolutely love it. It's 6 feet long, it's very solid, stable, and I get a lot of compliments on it. All right, so I don't even know where to begin. Let's just start with the keyboard. This is a custom mechanical keyboard. It's the Keychron Q1 75% layout with blue switches, which are the extra clicky ones. And they have the glorious pudding PBT keycaps for all you keyboard nerds out there. I upgraded the cord since apparently you need one of these cords that looks like an old landline phone. If you ever told me I'd spend $30 on a keyboard cable, I'd say you were crazy, but here we are. For my mouse, I'm rocking the Logitech G503. It's connected to, a lot of people don't know what this is. This is the Razer Bungee V3. So it's really just for raising the wire of your mouse so you don't get that wire drag when you're moving it around and it won't get caught in things. It's mostly made for gaming. Some of you may ask, why don't you just get a wireless mouse? And it's really because I don't like wireless peripherals, especially if you're playing a shooter game, which obviously I'm known for my high octane gameplay. It does make a difference. I also have the extra large Corsair mouse pad with RGB because you can never have too much RGB. Actually, that's not true. Too much RGB gives me a headache. Up here, you might have missed it. This is the BenQ desktop lamp. And when I first got it, I was like, this was a waste of money. Why did I get it? But after having it for a few weeks, it completely lights up my workspace. And yeah, I was basically working in the dark before. For my mic, I'm rocking the Rode Pod mic and it's connected to the Elgato LP mic stand. The mic is connected to the Go XLR, which is just a very nice XLR interface. Next up, we have the Audio Engine A2 wireless speakers, which aren't very wireless to be honest, but they look great on my desk. I love the matte black finish. I will say though, they sound a little flat to me. So I'll probably get a subwoofer because, you know, when you finally solve that bug and you want to break into some dance moves, you need something that really thumps. Here we have my newest purchase, which is my AirPods Max. Yeah, they are definitely expensive, but I couldn't be more impressed with them. I can wear these pretty much all day and they feel great and they sound great. A little heavy, but this little like mesh thing here makes it so it doesn't hurt on the top of my head. So yeah, definitely not a spontaneous purchase that I regret. All right, I feel like there's something big here that I haven't talked about yet, but I can't remember, so I'm just gonna talk about this monitor. This is the Samsung Odyssey Neo G9. It's a 49-inch 4K 240 Hertz ultra-wide monitor, which my PC can't even do 240 Hertz, so I run it at 120. I'm usually running two PCs on this, so my PC on the left and my Mac on the right. Let me show you. So as you can see here, I have my Windows PC on the left and I have my Mac on the right. And the really cool thing is that I use this software called Synergy. It's about $30 and allows me to seamlessly move my cursor from one computer to the other. So I don't know if you can see that, but I have my mouse on the Mac and then I just move it there and it's on the PC. And it's way better than having like a KVM switch, which is just another piece of hardware and I have to push a button every time I want to switch computers. It does get a little bit glitchy from here and there, but it just takes a second to restart it and it's able to recalibrate. I do have a few products from Grovemade, which they were nice enough to send over. So like this, for example, is a pen and pencil holder. They also have these really nice leather coasters. I also do have these PlayStation coasters. These aren't from Grovemade, but I just think they look cool. And then my favorite piece is this laptop stand over here for my MacBook Pro. I'm running the 2018 MacBook Pro 15-inch, which is what I've been doing all my development on lately. I do have this gaming PC. I'm not gonna go over every spec, but I do have these RGB fans that I installed myself, which I was pretty proud of. Hey, I'm a software guy, not a hardware guy, okay? So I actually mounted my PC to the bottom of my desk. And the reason I did this is so when I put the standing desk in standing mode, I don't have to worry about leaving enough slack for my cables. Cable management is super important to me. As you can see, this is a vertical video that I posted on Instagram. The cable management was awful, and I was able to get it down to only 2 wires hanging down from my desk. So I have a power strip mounted to the bottom of my desk, which is what everything plugs into. And then I have that one cable that goes into the wall. And then I also have, of course, my Ethernet cable, but you can hardly see it because it's a white cable on a white wall. So I just really love having that kind of clean, no cable look. It just makes me feel, I don't know, it just makes things feel a little less cluttered. The mount itself is the Vivo PC04, and it came in silver, so I spray painted it black just so it matches the rest of my desk. I also have these blue light glasses which help with eye fatigue. I could just change my monitor settings to block the blue light, but then if I'm ever doing like color correction or anything like that, I have to go into the menu settings and it's confusing and slow. I have to do that every time, which is annoying. It's just a lot easier to use these glasses. For my chair, I'm using the Herman Miller gaming chair, and it's called the gaming chair because it's in all black, but it looks so damn sexy. Yes, I just called the chair sexy, but it really helps for ergonomics. It's cool because it's got a mesh, you know, and it just kind of feels like you're in a hammock because it has a lot of give to it. And then for the headrest, I'm using this Atlas headrest, which is like $200, which is crazy, but I definitely feel like I do need a headrest. It does look better without it, but you know, my neck tenses up a lot, especially when I'm coding. So, you know, I feel like it's necessary for me. And then of course you have to have a trash can nearby. This is, I want to say, yeah, probably the most important thing in this entire desk setup. You know, as programmers, we're eating snacks all the time. I don't want to have to get up and throw the wrapper away. So it's easier to just, you know, have it under my desk. So a couple things that I wanted to talk about that aren't directly on my desk is one, this acoustic foam in the background. Pretty expensive for acoustic foam, but it looks a lot better and more effective than kind of like that cheap foam that you see everyone get from Amazon. It almost looks like a piece of art on the wall, which is why I like it, and it does a good job of absorbing sound. Gridstudio sent me a couple of frames, which I think are absolutely awesome. Don't tell them, but I probably would have bought them if they didn't send them to me for free. But the first one is this Game Boy. You know me, I'm a big gamer. I don't have as much time to game as I used to, but I'm still a fan. So this one is the original Game Boy, all the pieces broken apart. It's just something cool to have when people come over and look at. This other one right here is the iPhone 3GS, which I wanted to get the original iPhone, but they were sold out. But this one is cool because it's the first iPhone I ever got. I also have this 3-device charger, which it's not on my desk. Let me get it. So this is able to charge my phone, my AirPods, as well as my watch at the same time. So just a super convenient thing. I don't have to have like 3 wires for each thing. I can just put them all on here and it charges everything pretty quickly. I also have this drawing pad here. I really wanted to get an iPad because it's kind of hard to like draw. With this, you have to draw and look at the screen. I do want to get back into data structures and algorithms tutorials, and this is great for diagramming stuff out. So definitely need to wipe the dust off of this. And then finally I just have a foot stand here, which is great for when I'm sitting. And then since I have hardwood floors, when I'm standing, I got this kind of, I don't know, what do you call it? A standing pad, just because it hurts to stand on hardwood for long periods of time. I will try to, I don't know why I keep leaning over like this. I will try to leave a link for everything down in the description. I'll actually just put everything in my Amazon shop and leave a link to that. So if you want to use that, they are affiliate links, so they do help out the channel. So I do appreciate that. Hope you guys enjoyed the desk setup. We'll probably be back next year because I'm always, even though I feel like it's perfect right now, in a year from now, I'll probably change it up again. Yeah, that's all for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, keep on coding.